So I am at Mount Hope Cemetery in Boston, Massachusetts at the gravesite of Michael Kelly, better known as King Kelly, who is a Hall of Fame baseball player, played in the late 1800s. He played for the Boston Beaniers, who are now the Atlanta Braves, actually, and the Chicago White Stockings, who are the Cubs, not the White Sox. He played for other teams as well. I think the most notorious name or interesting name that I found was the Cincinnati Kelly's Killers. I'm sure they're named after him. But yeah, he was a Hall of Fame baseball player. He's probably the first ever celebrity athlete. So we're talking like maybe like your LeBron James, your Michael Jordan, Tom Brady of the 1800s. He's the first athlete to have an autobiography, which I have read. It's very, very interesting read. He's a very interesting character. Unfortunately, only died. The gravestone says 37. Wikipedia says 36. He died young. Unfortunately, pretty much alone. But I'm at Hara's gravestone. I think there's a couple things here. There's an American flag, which I'm not quite sure what that's for. Typically, I'd associate that with service, and to my understanding, I don't believe he served. And then there is a baseball here, so there is some sort of acknowledgement of who he was, which is good to see, because his gravestone kind of doesn't really stick out at all. But he's one of my favorite old-time baseball players. A lot of urban legends associated with him, especially with like rule bending and inventing certain types of slides. And he was just a very, very fascinating character. One of my favorite baseball players of all time. And then as an aside, just a few gravestones down, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, is David Birdsall, who was also a Major League Baseball player. He played before the National League even existed. Wasn't really that good, honestly. He had a negative wins above replacement forever. Well, that's calculated in the 1800s, probably not well at all, but he played Major League Baseball, so just interesting. There's only a few spots from King Kelly, because I think he played way before King Kelly ever played. But also, he doesn't have a flag. He served in the Civil War, so I'm really confused by how the flags are working here. But that's just a little aside that I noticed. But yeah, a couple old-time baseball players buried in Boston. One's in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. David Birdsall, he played just a guy, but still fascinating to me.